In this tutorial, we want to share with you a new feature that we added into the software. For some of you, as you were using the software, you ended up creating extra, not models, but new companies. Right, so you ran the new company setup wizard multiple times for whatever reason, and now those other companies are hanging out there and you can't get rid of them. We've added a feature to give you the ability to permanently delete a company in the software. Let's take a little bit closer look. So as we go into the software, we're at the dashboard itself here. Now, as we look at this, you can actually go in and right up here under Select Company and Model, right? That's where you'll actually see the companies that are there. Now, in here, you can actually go in and change the company itself. I can see right now, initially, I'm at standard business model for Magoo's Heating and Cooling here. If I were to change that and select it here, we're really now loading up a new company, right? It just changed to a new company of Bill's Heating and Cooling, standard business model for 2021, right? So we've got those other companies there. For some of you, again, you've got companies out there that don't exist, right? They just somehow, whether you ran the new company setup wizard multiple times or whatever it is, you want to clean those up and get rid of them. And so now you'll notice that in here, we've added this little red trash can next to the company name. Right, so that gives you the ability to do is you can now come down to whatever company you want to get rid of, right? So I come down here and I want to get rid of Bill's Groovy Comfort here, right? I can click on the little trash can next to that company name, and what it's going to do is this. It's going to give you this alert right here. Now, I want to be very clear about this alert, right? It says delete Bill's Groovy Comfort. Deleting this company cannot be undone. This is a one and done deal. If you delete this by mistake, I'm sorry, we can't help you get your data back. Right? So that's why we're making this. You have to be very intentional that you are deleting the company that you want to delete. Right? So to confirm deletion, type permanently delete in the box below. And it has to be typed in exactly as we show it here. All lowercase, right? So you're being very intentional about this, that you're going to delete it. And so at this point in time, I'm going to come in here and type in. Whoop, and look at that. I spelled permanently wrong, so that would not work, right? So permanently delete. I click on submit. And at that point, Bill's Groovy Comfort is no more. Right, so now I can come back in here and I will see that that company is gone. Now, one thing that I do want to point out here is that, again, we're deleting companies this way, not individual models, right? So if you've created a second or a third what-if scenario where you've copied or made a copy of your company, that can't be deleted from here, right? So for example, when I come in here and I scroll down and, for example, I find the standard business model here. Notice there is no trash can next to that one. And the reason for that is because, again, it's a model, right? The way I would delete that model is, first off, you're going to select that company, right? And I'm going to come down here, and because I have a different one, is first off, let me back up one step, right? So if I go into cost input, and whoops, setup, and I go into company models, right? I see all there is the one model here. That's because I'm currently in the company for Bill's Heating and Cooling. Right now, if I switch that, and again, I wanted to delete this standard business model, well, that's in a different company. And so I need to switch over to this new company, right? So you do that by selecting the year, right? Let me be clear on that one. I didn't select standard business model. I'm selecting a year. That's there, and I should jump out of your way, right? So you got to actually choose the year. So once I did that, right, then my company switches over, and I can see I'm now in Magoo's Heating and Cooling, the standard business model for 2019. Now I see all that data shows up. Here, I can come in and delete a individual model at this point. Right? I can't delete a model or a copy of one of my models from using the trash can up here. Last item that I want to just point out is you cannot delete your current company. So for example, if I come up here in here right now, you can see I'm on Magoo's Heating and Cooling. You notice there is no trash can next to Magoo's Heating and Cooling. It will not allow you to delete the current active company. Right? So if you're looking to actually just protect yourself and make sure you're not deleting the wrong company, just make sure that your model is looking at your current company. right? If you're looking at your current company, and in my case, it is this Magoo's Heating and Cooling is my current company, and 2024 is the model that I've been working on and getting ready, right? I just simply set that up as the model that I'm looking at. That way, it won't let me delete that company. Now I can come in here, right? Again, I'll simply scroll up. I see that it does not give me the option to delete Magoo's, but I can, at that point, delete every other company that we have in here. Right? Just a quick reference, and again, it helps you to keep your database clean.